we will have a very quick review on the basic concept of thermodynamics. System. A system is a matter or region on which analysis is done. System is separated from surrounding by a boundary. Everything external to the system is called surrounding, and system and surrounding together comprise a universe. Boundary which separates system and surrounding, it can be fixed or movable. Fixed boundary, for example, rigid box containing gas, and movable boundary example is cylinder with a piston. Types of system. A closed system in which mass transfer does not take place but energy transfer takes place. For example, piston cylinder arrangement without any walls. Open system in which both mass and energy transfer, example turbine, pump, compressor, etc. Isolated system in which neither mass transfer nor energy transfer. Example, universe is an isolated system, or thermos flask is an isolated system. Thermodynamic equilibrium. A system is said to be in equilibrium when it satisfies all these three equilibrium. First is thermal equilibrium, that is equality of temperature. Mechanical equilibrium, equality of forces and couples. And chemical equilibrium, equality of chemical potential. When all these three equilibrium are satisfied, then only we can say the body is in thermal equilibrium. Property of system. Properties are point function and are exact or perfect differential. Example, internal energy, enthalpy, entropy. Intensive properties are independent of mass. You can learn it by the word in. Intensive, independent. So intensive properties are independent of mass. Example, pressure, temperature, density, specific volume, specific heat, specific enthalpy. These all are intensive properties which does not depend on mass. Next is extensive properties which are dependent on mass. For example, total heat capacity, Cp and Cv, volume, total energy. These all are extensive properties. All specific extensive properties are intensive property. For example, volume is an extensive property. Specific volume will be an intensive property. Now, point functions are those functions which does not depend on path. Path functions obviously are functions which depends on path followed. For example, work and heat. Process, change of state is called process. This can be a reversible or irreversible process. Reversible process is one when reverse in direction follows the same path as that of the forward path without leaving any effect on system and surrounding. Irreversible process, the process which is not reversible is not known as irreversible process. All actual processes are actually irreversible process. A system is said to have undergone a cycle when the initial and final points are same. For a change in any cycle, the change in property is 0. A frictionless quasi-static process is called a reversible process. Gibbs phase rule. P plus F is equal to C plus 2, where P is number of phases, solid, liquid or gas. F is minimum number of independent intensive variables. C is number of components. For example, in O2 and N2, number of components C is equal to 2. Zeroth law of thermodynamics. When a body is in thermal equilibrium with body B and also separately in thermal equilibrium with body C, then B and C are in thermal equilibrium with each other. And zeroth law of thermodynamics is the basis of temperature measurement. You can see here. Types of thermometer. These are all the types of thermometer, the principle on which they are based, and the thermometric property. Thermometric property means the properties on the basis of which we determine the temperature. In resistance thermometer, it is based on Wheatstone-Bridge principle, and the thermometric property is resistance. In thermocouple, it is based on Seebeck effect, and thermometric property is EMF. Constant volume gas thermometer, principle on which it is based is ideal gas equation. Thermometric property is pressure. Constant pressure gas thermometer, principle is ideal gas equation, and thermometric property is volume. Ideal gas thermometer are independent of material of construction. Thermocouple uses copper constantan, platinum rhodium combinations. Conversion of temperature units. C by phi is equal to F minus 32 by 9 is equal to T minus 273.15 by phi. This is the formula through which one scale can be converted into is known as triple point. For water, the value of triple point is 273.16 Kelvin or approximately 0.01 degree centigrade. Thank you.